Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Assuming I don't stall out. But good news! I am driving with my new Hori truck driving setup thing. I can never remember the actual name of it. So
Get ready to turn right.
We're on our way to a pickup.
Turn right.
Where is that? Oh. Sorry, I'm still getting the hang of things. I was just so excited to get this. Came in yesterday and got it set up last night. Did a really decent long haul yesterday from the Panhandle of Oklahoma over here to California. Yeah, I know, big mistake on my part. It's California. Sorry if you're actually living in California or from there. I'm just not a big fan of the government there. I'll just leave it at that. And not to mention, from all the stories I've heard and seen, it's not too friendly for truck drivers.
And then exit right.
But we are going to pick up I believe it's a tractor, like a farm tractor. And taking it from one farm to another, just so they don't have to road it. Shouldn't be too far of a drive, to be honest with you. But I am trying to get used to this. The steering, actually, where I'm used to all my other steering wheels being like a 900-degree steering ratio, this one's double that. This is 1800-degree. And yeah, it takes some getting used to. Not to mention, I do kind of have it set for being sensitive. Highly, I think it's actually middle of the road sensitivity, but compared to everything else, in fact, it's 1800-degree turning. Actually, it looks like I want to be over here in this lane anyway, because right lane ends up here. Don't be surprised if I stall this along the way. Like I said, getting used to the new shifting, the new shifter. Being used to the Logitech one has, I don't know if it's spoiled me so much as just dealing with the way this particular one is set up. Really, dude? Where's my air horn?
Get ready to turn left.
You moron! Yeah, he yelled at me about how I handled that merging situation, but he was in the wrong. Because he was almost behind me, and then he zoomed up to get around me and trying to cut me off. He would have caused an accident. Granted, I could have easily caused one too if there was oncoming traffic, but if there's oncoming traffic, I would not have done what I did. So the reason why I'm having a little bit of issues with this particular shifter, if you guys are considering it, is you have to kind of overcompensate almost to get over into the far right gears. And to go into reverse, with the Logitech, you actually have to push down on the shifter and then go far right and down. This one, you don't have to do that. It's just far right and down. So if you're not careful when you're trying to go into the 6th gear, you could possibly get into, try to throw it into reverse. And in real world, that's a destroyed transmission or pretty darn close to it. So all the buttons and such are fancy, and 99% of them are pre-programmed correctly.
Turn right.
I did find a conflict. However, just so you guys are aware of this, the hazard button, the one that turned on your four-way flashers, was also linked to the retard function. And basically what that does is not quite like an engine brake. I don't know the exact deal behind it and how it works and all that, but it slows you down when you let off the gas. So the other reason why I think I have some issues is there are some parts in there to where you can actually throw a switch and it'll keep it basically in, what is that, the third and fourth gear range.
Get ready to
So
turn
if you don't
right.
want to shift gears, you can actually have it be flip up to go into drive or change gears and down to
Turn right and then continue straight on.
no, I'm turning right here.
Go
And down
straight
to
on.
downshift and yeah, or go into reverse. All right. So in the past, when I would do that to put the four ways on, it would
Pull over now.
throw the retarder on and this game would yell at me about it. So, ooh, JCB. That's what I'm hauling today. Okay. I just knew it was a heavier load with that trailer configuration. So even though I said that to go into reverse, normally you go far right and down, with the shifting setup that I have, it's actually far left and up, basically into first gear, depending on what your situation is. But yeah, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why my retarder was getting turned on when I wasn't doing anything remotely close to hitting it. Definitely far off. I do not have this set up on my steering stand yet. It will be happening soon. I just threw it quickly on my desk, replaced my farming steering setup. And this has enough buttons. I'll probably give this a shot with Farming Sim. And my button
Time to
box,
get the job done.
that I have. Hold on, I had to find the trailer key. My ATS button box is still here. I can still use it. I have maybe the key logged in as far as. Oop, hold on. Alright, just getting my wishy-washy lights on. And I kind of did a few upgrades to it too. But because it is kind of a wide, well, not necessarily wide, just oversized and heavy, we're going to throw those on and just to be safe. It is California. You always want to be safe and sorry. Fortunately, I haven't figured out the button to do a direct return to the cab when you're outside like that, looking at. Oop, forgot to throw in a neutral. Oh, we got 2 hours and 51 minutes in game time to get there. 128 miles. When you hear that grinding, it's just me trying to float the gears. I'm still trying to get the hang of it, plus fight with this new configuration. But basically, there's a switch that you can lock it into just the third and fourth gears. And when it does that, it basically keeps you from shifting to any of the other gears aside from up and down. And at least when I tried it briefly, didn't really want to stay up or down. So it's more like you push it to go into drive, but at the same time, the steering wheel itself has the right, I don't know what you want to call it, the right bar, like the one on the left is for the turn signals, and you have the one on the right, which most vehicles, at least that I've been in, have one on the left for the turn signals and one on the right. Yes, I am skipping gears. So I'm just keeping an eye on that trailer back there. But I guess it might want to call it a stock. I don't know. But that you can actually, if you wanted to,
Go straight on.
you could actually configure it to, you know, up is drive, back is reverse, or, you know, shift up and shift down type of deal. I don't know. None of these buttons are actually set in stone, but the fact that most of them seem to be configured already before you know, when you put it in, I think is awesome. Obviously, if you want to take the time and go through and figure out which ones is what,
Get ready to turn.
go for it. I mean, some of them are actually marked on the steering wheel. So some of those I don't really recommend changing,
Turn left.
but it is completely up to you what you want to do with your driving style. So yeah, the other thing with doing the turns like that and why I'm taking so long is because well, for one, having to turn feels like twice as far. Oh, harvesters out there.
Go straight on.
Not quite sure what those are, but that looks like the harvester that kind of throws a big apron around the tree, then it grabs the tree and shakes the hell out of it to get whatever loose fruit to fall off. So,
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Oh. Chat is currently not available. I didn't realize I was hitting the button for that. There we go. No one's coming. It's a four-way stop. Thank you for staying put. Have a little bit of a longer load here. Yeah, I knew I was going into the dirt. The one thing I do wish that this had is something to prevent you from going into that reverse. Whether it's something as simple as, you know, you have to push down or pull up on the shifter to kind of engage that, I think would be beneficial, but that's just me, just because that's what I'm used to. Or possibly make it just a little bit more difficult to shift into. Unlike the reverse I just got into. Oh, that's the button I was looking for. I like having the digital readout of the speed in there on my dash. So yeah, when you don't really hear the grinding, that's because I'm actually using the clutch. I know it's wanting to kind of get the hang of this, using this a little bit, but some of the quirkiness of it, I wanted to at least make sure you guys are aware of that. I will get used to this a lot more and become more fluid in my shifting and my driving. I mean,
Keep
some
left,
of you
and then
may
exit right.
be looking at how I'm driving and think that, you know, how I'm driving is actually
Exit right.
okay. Just was ensuring the configuration.
Go straight on.
Yeah, because that goes that way. Okay. So you do have your range and splitter on the front. I'm used to one being on the front, one being on the side. that's just me. One's coming. Good. Perfect. Nope. Can't believe I've been driving without lights on, even if it is just my parking lights. I was kind of all out of whack when I got hopped in today. I was trying to see about getting a one of the John Ruda trucks and purchasing it, but it kept crashing my game, so I know I'm not missing anything. Maybe something just needs to be updated. I'm not sure. I'm going to take a closer look on my next day off sometime next week, and hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. Yes, I know in the state of California I am currently speeding, but I live in Ohio, so screw them. Besides, with us doing the external contracts, we're maxed out at 65 anyway, so if it wasn't for that, being a member of Southern Justice Trucking, I'm technically maxed out at 75 because otherwise they consider that racing speeds, and it does get logged when you are a member of a trucking community that uses truck books. So technically I do have a log, and anytime I do, well, anything in this game for the most part, it gets logged that way. I think it has to be a World of Truck contract, whether it's with my own trailer or, you know, in this case, this way, or using whatever setup they have. So,
Keep
yeah.
right.
That's kind of why I have the paint scheme that I do. The orange is my color, but as far as like their labels and such, that's what they want. Or what they would like to see if we do videos. Grant, they don't really have any rules and whatnot on doing YouTube videos, but that's what I like to think anyway, because I do tag them in any of the videos I do release in here in ATS, as long as I am running their paint scheme. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it in 7 low. That's maxing us out at 57 miles an hour, which, you know, for the most part shouldn't be an issue for any state highway. Even if we are technically speeding, they could pull me over and give me a ticket in the real world, but in the real world, they tend to leave you alone if you're within 5 miles an hour of the speed limit. Most cops, I'll put it that way. But yeah, it is a little interesting to get used to having force feedback again, feeling basically, quote, the road. So I am...
Keep right, and then exit right.
Where on earth was that truck dealer at?
Exit right.
You have found this truck dealer. Really? Where is it? Interesting setup here. I have never been here on any of my playthroughs, to my knowledge. At least, if I have, it's been updated since, because I don't remember that configuration at all.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
One thing I do kind of wish that Hori would put on the bottom of their on the bottom of their pedal board is like, I know Logitech has it, and I hate referring back to them every single time, but that's what I know. That's what I've been using since, since the beginning, in my opinion, with steering setups. But I kind of wish they had something on the bottom that would kind of grip into the carpet a little bit more, because every so often I have to take my foot off the gas or pedal, brake, whatever, and bring it back towards me, kind of like that, because it gets a little too far away from me. The one thing I do like, though, that I had to do, because the way this steering wheel is set up, it is more angled upwards, kind of give you, well, maybe not in this one, probably more European style trucks or flat nose. It's kind of angled a little bit more upwards, so I had to actually raise my desk chair in order to make it feel a little bit more realistic, in my opinion. My dog's down on the floor doing something. Looks like we'll be pulling in shortly here once we make a left-hand turn. Like I said, this is definitely too far for the farmers to just drive this over from farm to farm, so they contracted it out, and I got a hold of the contract, and we're bringing it over here for them. At least here in the States, it is beginning of October, so definitely that time of year where these are in full swing. So just remember, guys, keep an eye out for the farm equipment around you. It's not exactly their fault if they are taking up the entire road, but they have a job to do just like you and me. You might be going to your job, but if they're blocking your way, they're going to their job too. So just be careful out there. That's just my 2 cents. I'll leave it at that. And with the trailer configuration, I have a feeling that we are going to just be doing a pull-in. So
Get ready to turn right.
it is taking me a little bit to get used to this setup, like I said previously many times.
Turn right.
I'm going to continue working on getting used to everything, and you'll probably, yep, we're just pull through. You guys will definitely be seeing more, just as it's starting to get dark too. Sweet.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
I'm going to be using this I'm going to leave this setup in place, and I'm going to try using it in Farming Sim, see how that goes. So, not quite in the spot they want. There we go. Hit that parking brake. And guys, as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just like a few here and there. If you made it this far in my video, guys, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Woohoo! So guys, with all that being said, we will catch you in the next episode. So as always, take care. Peace.